Raised in the Mississippi Delta by looking for the Heartland seal. Smooth, clean filet cuts that meet the highest standards, just like Indianola Academy and Colonel Football. Heartland Catfish, a proud sponsor of Colonel Football.
Welcome back here at the half. The IA Colonels on top of North Delta 35-0. We do have a winner on our double quick trivia question. My partner Brady Smith still taking some phone calls, trying to get those out of the way, but we do have a winner. I'll let you know who here in just a moment. We wanted to know, in the 2013 win over North Delta, what two Colonels each ran for over 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. What we were looking for, Wheeler Timms and Ashton Knight. Wheeler Timms rushed for 171 yards that night and a couple of touchdowns. Knight right behind him, 161 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Like we said, already got a winner. Brady, who do we have?
Phone line's burning up tonight, man. Everybody out there in Colonel Nation getting excited for that gift card there. Double Quick gives us every year, and had several callers there. But Dalen Bills was actually the winner of the Double Quick Trivia gift card there tonight by guessing the correct answer. Had a bunch of good answers there, a bunch of famous running backs there, a bunch of we've had a stable of running backs in the past there. Had several good names come up there. Dalton Bills, and somebody guessed Sherman Timms, and who else did somebody guess there?
For opponents, it seems like Sherman Timms has been playing since 2013.
You're exactly right there, but glad everybody's out there listening in Colonel Nation tonight. I thought this was going to be a tough answer, and I kind of thought, I'm telling you, the way the bleachers are filled up here tonight, and all the fans were at the game, but a lot of them still out there listening in, and we definitely appreciate y'all out there listening in and calling in. Congratulations goes to Dalen.
Yes, the Colonel Cuties got the crowd packed in here. They're still on the field performing. Colonels leading at the half over North Delta, 35-0. We mentioned next week will be the final home game of the regular season for Indianola Academy. It'll be senior night. Washington School will be in town for a 7 o'clock kickoff. We hope you can join us here at Legion Field. If not, we'll have it for you right here on Super Talk for the Delta 630. Will be our airtime.
Dang, Selden even called in. I thought he was working the chains over there.
So still about a minute and a half, 2 minutes left to go in the half. We'll remind you again, while we've got a second, the Lady Colonel softball team in action tomorrow, North AAA tournament in Batesville. They'll take on Winston Academy at noon. It is a double elimination tournament that will continue into Monday. They'll actually take a break Sunday, go back, complete the tournament on Monday. The top 4 teams will advance to the state AAA tournament that will be played next weekend. So, best of luck to Coach Patrick Davis and the Lady Colonel softball team.
Watson, while we got a second again, curious what your thoughts were about last weekend's games here. Were you able to stay up and watch the entire game?
Unfortunately, yes.
I actually was too, and I tell you, Ole Miss had them, and it was a good game and a hard-fought game there, and I was able to stay up as well, though, and tough break, and I know those guys up there are glad they're getting a bye week this week to kind of regroup and recover and get ready for Alabama next week.
Yeah, I tell you who else wishes they had a bye week is LSU. Yeah. I got to tip my cap to the Mississippi State Bulldogs. They put a thumping on LSU like I don't believe anybody in the country saw coming. And now they get to continue that momentum. They're on the road at another tough contest, the Georgia Bulldogs.
You're exactly right, Watson. And I've heard several fans going out there talking about going. It's going to be a 6 p.m. kickoff between the hedges over there in Athens, Georgia. And my only sure bet is that a Bulldog's going to win over there. And I know they're going to have their hands full there. I'm hoping that the freshman quarterback for Georgia, hope he kind of shows that freshman mentality there and maybe has a few miscues, and defense for Mississippi State is going to be able to capitalize on that. That's my hopes there. I'm very optimistic, but I'm also realistic as well. All we can do is watch tomorrow night at 6 o'clock and just see what happens.
Just about set to get the third quarter underway. It will be North Delta kicking off to start the third quarter. They will kick right to left. The Colonels will work left to right. Indianola Academy on top 35-0. We will have a running clock to start the third quarter.
It's already started running. I changed it back.
Put the second back.
That was for wishful thinking.
A little premature. Thomas Putnam and Sebastian Harris will go back to return the kick. Caleb Joyner will kick off for the tee. It's a low line drive kick, going to hit at the 20 and be taken by Harris at the 15. Returns it straight ahead to the 35-40, carrying Green Wave defenders across the 45 up to the 48-yard line. Great field position to open the second half for Indianola Academy.
Sebastian is so talented. He normally kind of waits to see how that play develops out, lets his blockers work out there in front of him. That time he came through with a head full of steam, and, I mean, as he got in traffic, he stayed in traffic there for a good 20, 25 yards and just kept that head full of steam going there, not going down by a hand tackle or a grab there, and just ran forward, not trying to juke and jive on anybody, daring anybody to step in front of him. Wow, what a great run there by Harris to give the Colonels great field position here to start this first series of offense in the second half.
James Hill will be in the backfield for the Colonels to open the third quarter along with Sebastian Harris. Quarterback Will Davis works out of the gun. He'll send Bolden in motion. Far side will fake the toss to him. Davis going to keep it straight ahead. Has enough for a Greenville Motorsports first down in Green Wave territory inside the 45 to the 42.
Once again, 58, Tyler Horner, the offensive lineman, doing a great job for the Colonel Blue out front, getting downfield there, opening up some holes for Will Davis, doing a good job getting in behind his blocker and finding the hole.
Beg your pardon, it'll be second and short. They put it at the 43. 2nd and 1 for the Colonels. Backs are split. Davis under center. 3-step drop, looking to pass, throws right side, caught by Bolden. He's got the Greenville Motorsports first down to the 40-yard line. That'll move the chains. Clock continues to run. 10 minutes to play third quarter. Colonels on top, 35-0.
I was informed that the fans were supposed to bring all kind of noisemakers tonight to get the keep the energy in the field here. I see that some of the cheerleaders brought I'm not sure what you call those horns there, the boa horns or something like that. Those things can make some noise at soccer games.
Davis going to run the option left side. He'll pitch to Harris on 1st and 10. It breaks free momentarily. Then going to be wrestled down inside the 30 at the 26. Another Greenville Motorsports first down, 14 yards on the carry.
Well, just a good option run there to the left side of the field yet again. And Will Davis looks as comfortable running with that left hand as pitching with that left hand as he does his right hand. Very ambidextrous young man there, allowing the Colonels to move the chains one more time. And I do see that finally Coach Nestor says, hey, this thing's in the bag here. Let's get some more players a little reps out there. I'm very sure at halftime they were going over running that second-team offense out there and seeing, getting prepared for some action here in the second half.
Zach Kitchens, Peyton Barnes, John Luther Selby, John Landon Chisholm, James Roberts up front for the Colonels. Josh Hill is the new quarterback. James Hill, Woods Toller in the backfield. Handoff will go to Toller and looks to escape pressure and runs backwards. He's going to lose 2 to the 27. Spencer Robertson also in there for the Colonels at wide out along with Caleb Smith. Thomas Putnam as well.
This is where the fans really can't get down here because they've got to realize that North Delta still has their first team in there, and these guys are playing against some very good athletes here. And, North Delta's going to get after them. They're a scrappy bunch here. I guarantee you they're not going to lay down and allow Indianola to keep running over them.
2nd and 12 Colonels from the Green Wave 27. Clock continues to run here in the third quarter with the Colonels on top 35-0. Hill looking to pass, throws right side, incomplete. Overshot intended receiver Thomas Putnam. 3rd and 12 coming up.
Well, just a 5-yard outrun there by Thomas Putnam. I like how Josh Hill looked very comfortable set up in the pocket there. He was in shotgun formation. The offensive line gave him plenty of time to make the pass there. Never had any pressure at all on him, just oversailed him and led him just a little too much there. It's a timing route there. It's a little timing issue. These guys will get that down as they continue to get some playing time here in this second half.
Alex Tannehill will check in on the offensive line. He'll be at right guard. 3rd and 12 for the Colonels. The Green Wave 27. Snap back to Hill. Thought about throwing. Now going to tuck it and run straight ahead. Hill with the spin puts the ball on the ground. He's able to fall on it at the 20. Colonels keep possession, but that'll bring up 4th down And we're going to see the first field goal attempt of the season out of William Barrier.
Yeah, I think I said last week against Kirk in the second half, I was hoping that we get to see a field goal attempt there. It was probably about 5 yards, a little too far back there, and also the game well out of reach for the Kirk Academy Raiders last week. And, Coach Nestor not wanting to rub insult to injury there and wisely chose to just go for it. And here's the first field goal attempt of the year, though.
37-yard attempt from the left hash. Plenty of leg. This one may get to a windshield, and it is good. Wow. Hey, William Barrier says, hey, Coach, next time we got 4th down, I'm good.
I guarantee you that left-footed kicker there looks smooth. It's just coming up there, approaching the ball there, and you've had a guy leading the way several past couple of years is Will Lang there, who is now playing college football and kicking on that level. And Barrier's kind of had the backup position there, and now he's able to shine and show that he deserves to kick as well here, and does a great job of booting that ball up through the uprights there and carrying on the tradition of a strong kicking game here at Indianola Academy.
37-yard field goal, first attempt of the year. Barrier puts it through 38-0 with 5:50 to play in the third quarter. Clock continues to run. Now Barrier will tee it up at the 40. The Green Wave will send back Locke and Menuez to return the kick.
And the clock's steadily running. That's what you like to see there.
Waiting on Barrier to approach the tee. If you're heading up to Batesville tomorrow to check out Lady Colonel softball at noon, stop off in Winona. Check out the Delta Drivers 8U baseball team in tournament action in Winona, looking for their first win of the season. As Locke takes the return up the right sideline, and he may take it. Gets by Robertson at the 45, makes the cut at the 40, deep into Colonel territory, and going to be taken out of bounds. He simply ran out of gas at the 25. Eli Lipsy coming down to make the tackle. Nice return out of Locke has the Green Wave set up with great field position.
Well, the Colonels, you got to give them credit. They never gave up there, chased him down there. Spencer Robertson also making nice pursuit there for the Colonels' defense, or special teams, should I say. And Indianola Academy just could not bring that young man down. Locke, give him credit for sure. Nice, hard running on the return for North Delta Green Wave.
To the 1st and 10 Green Wave from the Colonel 23. Clock continues to run, 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Colonel's on top, 38-0.
I got nothing, Watson. You got to take it.
Devanzier continues to be the Green Wave quarterback. He'll work out of the gun with trip receivers to the far side. Make the handoff, looks to pass. Not going to tuck it, being chased. James Roberts, Peyton Barnes giving pursuit, throws back over the middle and nearly picked off. Spencer Robertson came in at the last minute, tried to catch it on a short hop, but could not do it. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Green Wave.
I like the Colonel's defensive pursuit up front there, giving a lot of pressure there to Devanzier. And again, Colonel Faithful out there and Colonel Nation listening, this is North Delta's first string offense out here on the field, playing against this team for Indianola Academy, getting some playing time here and showing that they can play with these guys here, doing a good job.
2nd and 10 from the Colonel 23, movement up front. Flag comes down. Looks like Zach Kitchens came across for the Colonels. Was he drawn? No.
Well, the weird thing about it is, Watson, and, we've said it at the first half here, and I know Zach was paying attention, but at the same time, you just get a little antsy there being at the nose guard position. You got to remember to watch the ball. The quarterback, Devanzier, what he does, he lines up in shotgun formation. Then he takes a step and looks towards his sidelines, gets the play call. Then he looks back at his center there. Kitchen saw that movement, started to go.
2nd and 5 from the 18. Quick pass, right side, complete to Cole. And he works inside the 10 before he's taken down. John Luther Selby going over to make the stop. That'll move the change for the Green Wave. They'll have 1st and goal from the 8.
That's not to say I saw a 51 out there. I was like, darn, the defensive lineman being way out there. Selby playing a linebacker position there for the Colonels, though, and able to get some pressure.
Vazier on 1st and goal. Shovel pass inside, and the Green Wave work down to the 1, and they get in the end zone. Touchdown North Delta with 2:23 to go. Tyler Holland, I believe, was the ball carrier. 38-6 now your score.
Well, just that shovel pass. They had a success on it the first time they ran it there. After that, Indianola Academy's defense able to sniff it out, and North Delta hadn't had much success after that. And then until that play right there where they ran that shovel pass again and able to capitalize on it and get into the end zone for the first time tonight.
Green Wave going to go for 2. Fazier takes the snap out of the gun, looking to pass, puts it on the ground, picks it up, now throws, and it is caught for the 2-point conversion. Luke Daniels calls it in. 38-8 is your score with 1:30 to play in the third. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Decisions made by local people. That's what you will get at Community Bank. You've been thinking about switching banks? Now is the time. Community Bank will handle all of your bank switching paperwork for you. We'll assign you your own personal secretary who will handle your former bank account, get you your new checks, fill out your direct deposit forms, and anything else you need. Just remember, we do the switch. You just enjoy Community Bank, a bank like no other. Community Bank, a proud Colonel booster.
Steve's Cleaners, your one-stop dry cleaners. We offer a variety of services from cleaning comforters to prom and wedding dresses. We are proud to have served Indianola for more than 43 years and have now added a location in Cleveland to better serve the Delta. Our friendly and professional staff are ready to serve your needs. We at Steve's Cleaners always cheer for the blue and white of the Indianola Academy Colonels. Go Big Blue! Steve's Cleaners with locations in Indianola and Cleveland.
Welcome back to Green Wave. Get on the board. The Tyler Holland 8-yard run, 2-point conversion, good. First point of the night for North Delta makes it 38-8 with 15 seconds to play in the third. Joyner will kick off. Kick will be taken by Putnam at the 15. Putnam has return room up the left side across the 30, upended across the 35 and taken out of bounds. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. But all Colonels here tonight from Legion Field. As we go to the fourth, they lead North Delta 38-8. We'll take another 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Friend in the banking business at Guarantee Bank and Trust Company. Take that friend with you wherever you go using our mobile app. It's like having your very own key to the bank. Now, that would be nice. At Guarantee Bank, you'll find local people with local answers, ready to serve you with the customer care you deserve and the experience you need. Come see us in Batesville, Belzona, Cleveland, Greenville, Hernando, Hollandale, Indianola, Senatobia, South Haven, Vicksburg, and now in Grenada. Guarantee Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We all know that Indianola Electric works on electric motors, but did you know Indianola Electric works on irrigation well motors? Call Chris today to talk about any type of electrical work on your irrigation system. When you need work on your in-gun pivot motor, electrical motors, and generators, there's one place to call, Indianola Electric at 887-3292. Our fully trained professionals are ready to serve you, so call today. With over 34 years serving this area, we want you to be our next satisfied customer. Call Indianola Electric today, 887-3292, Highway 49 North in Indianola.
Welcome back as we start the fourth quarter. Colonels on top of North Delta 38-8. And the Colonels will have it first and 10 from their own 38. Ball is on the near hash. Josh Hill, the quarterback. James Hill and Woods Toller in the backfield. Hill going to keep it, run the option left side, pitches to Toller, and he'll pick up 4 to the 42. Bring up 2nd and 6. Carter G coming over to make the tackle for the Green Wave.
And I'm going to tell you, Watson, that's the toughest thing to get used to there, swapping from using that right hand to going back and using that left hand there. And the Colonel's signal caller there, Josh Hill, just could not get the job done there that time. Kind of bobbled it there with his left hand and was unable to connect there with Woods or give him a clean pitch there, and Woods couldn't capitalize once he got out into the open field there and get those yardage.
Colonels bring their first-string line back in the game. 2nd, the long 6. Hill takes the snap, runs the option left side, and he's eaten up in the backfield. Back at the 38-yard line, also 3 on the play. Green Wave charge led by Caleb Capwell.
I'm sure that's not what Coach Nestor was looking for there when he sent his first unit of offensive linemen back in there. I think he was looking for somebody to pick up some blocks there. And North Delta, you got to give them credit. This team has not laid down here in the second half. They come out and score and get on the scoreboard there. And now at defense, they got those ears pinned back and looking for more.
3rd and 10 for the Colonels from their own 38. Clock running, 10:23 to play in the fourth quarter. Hill takes the snap out of the gun, looking to throw, fires, and it's tipped, batted down. Good coverage downfield from Jordan Cox. Leaves the Colonels with 4th and 10. They'll have to punt it away.
Well, I got to say, Josh Hill there that time was comfortable, looked comfortable in the pocket there, setting up. Offensive line gave him some ample time to make some throws there, but you got to credit North Delta's defensive secondary with making some good coverage there and could not get the ball to the intended receiver. So Colonels are faced with a 3rd and out on this series of offense again and going to have to punt here.
Josh Hill will go back and stand at his own 23. High snap, pulls it in. A nice high wobbly kick, going to hit at the Green Wave 30 and get a huge Colonel roll inside the 20, inside the 15, down to the 9-yard line. 53-yard punt out of Hill.
A beauty there. And I tell you folks earlier, I'm telling you, if you're not watching the live stream or here at the game and you're just listening to us, y'all don't realize the athleticism that Josh Hill possesses at that punting position there. That ball earlier in first quarter was snapped over his head. He runs back, turns around. He has his back to the defense, turns around, kicks it left-footed, and it still is able to go 40, 42 yards upfield. Now, granted, it was a 9-yard gain, but at the same time, I mean, that takes a lot of talent there and just patience and poise and not getting in a hurry and being patient there and able to make something out of nothing.
Walker's the pony, and Ashton Powell in the game now for the Colonels on defense, a couple of freshmen. As the pitch goes to Harris Cole on 1st and 10, works up to the 20. Should be good enough for a Green Wave first down.
Well, the Green Wave yet again just coming out and executing there, getting behind their offensive line, trying to get yards in chunks here right now and able trying to put something together and make another nice drive here to end this game on a high note.
Quick pass, left side, incomplete. They don't blow the whistle. Putnam picked it up, or actually that was Clint Jones. Thought he was going to have a scoop and score. They finally say incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Green Wave. Clock continues to run. Under 8 minutes to play. Colonels on top, 38-8.
All that young man could see was the green grass out in front of him there and hoping to get into that land of milk and honey down there and score his first touchdown of his young career there. That would have been a real nice one there, a good memory that he'd have for a long time, but nonetheless a pass, incomplete pass.
2nd and 10, Green Wave, 5 wide for Devasier, takes the snap, in trouble, Kitchens giving chase. Now Devasier going to tuck it and run. Picks up a big block, and Clint Jones going to take him out of bounds at the Green Wave 37. 17-yard run for Devasier.
You got to give credit to Devasier. He is a hard young athlete and runs the ball hard with authority every play.
1st and 10, Green Wave. Put it at the 36. So give it 16 on the carry. 7 minutes to go. Devasier looking to pass, has time in the pocket. Now runs out to his right. James Roberts giving chase. Little pump fake from Devasier, going to be taken out of bounds by Alex Tannehill near the line of scrimmage. I actually say he lost one on the play. Devasier ran forever. They'll mark it back at the 35, loss of 1, 2nd and 11 coming up.
Well, good job of pursuit there by James Robert and also Alex Tannehill and making Devasier have to pick, hey, am I going to tuck this thing and run or am I going to try to pass it here?
38-8, Colonels on top, 6:20 to go. Devasier takes the snap on 2nd down, throws over the middle, incomplete through the hands of Luke Daniels. I think he thought about turning and running before he secured the football. Incomplete pass will leave the Green Wave with 3rd and 11.
Now, Watson, y'all are falling behind on y'all's game. We have a Easton bootlegger sighting out there as number 27 is a defensive linebacker for the Indianola Academy Colonels, and he is not on this roster up here.
Also known as Walker's opponent. but I do love the bootlegger reference. That young man's had a heck of a career.
Yeah.
Green Wave in trouble. They get the pass off, and it's caught for a first down. Tyler Holland hauls it in. Well, who was that for the Colonels? They got back there on the quarterback, John Luther Selby.
John Landon Chisholm
converging on the quarterback, but the Green Wave pick up the first down, 1st and 10 to their own 48.
Great pressure applied there by the defensive front there for the Colonels. Just too little too late there. DeVazier staying strong in the pocket.
DeVazier throws over the middle again through the hands of Daniels. Little hot pass there from DeVazier, but still catchable. 2nd and 10 coming up from the Green Wave 48 as we approach the 5-minute mark. Again, the Colonels leading 38-8 here at home. The next to last home game of the regular season. Colonels will have senior night next week as the Washington School Generals will be in town. 7 o'clock kickoff.
It's hard to believe the season's coming to an end that fast. Seems like it started only yesterday.
DeVazier, quarterback keeper, straight ahead. To be spun down at the Colonel 45. Walker's opponent coming up to make the stop.
Pony in there again. I see also Ashton Powell getting back in there, checking in on the defensive side of the ball, as he is Peyton Barnes coming back in there. He was the, correct me if I'm wrong, Bill's Body Shop Collision Player of the Week last week, wasn't he?
Is that Barnes?
Yeah.
He had the coverage play of the
coverage
game.
Play, that's right. That's what it was.
3rd and short for the Green Wave. DeVazier rolls out looking to pass. It's caught at the 40-yard line. Tyler Holland hauling it in, and they're going to say interception. Wow. How did Ashton Powell come away with that football? He had to have taken it out of the hands of Holland before he went to the ground. Certainly looked like a catch.
Yeah.
Instead, the freshman Powell wrestles it away, and the Colonels will take over 1st and 10 at their own 41.
Crazy series of events that went on there, and then the officials started pointing towards the ground, and I wasn't sure if he was telling Ashton, give me the ball, put it down, or take off running. I didn't know what was going on, and like you said, it looked like the receiver for North Delta, Holland, caught that ball. Next thing you know, Indianola Academy defender coming up with the ball in his hands, showing the official he had it before he got wrestled to the ground there. A great job of swapping the field here for the Indianola Academy Colonels defense.
1st and 10 from their own 41. Quarterback will be Thomas Putnam, sophomore, getting in under center for the 2nd consecutive week. And he'll turn, handoff to James Hill, left side. Hill works his way up across the 45 to the 47. 6-yard carry for Hill. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Colonels.
Well, looks like North Delta doing a little substituting themselves on the defensive side of the ball now. Hey, these guys didn't take that 2-hour bus drive down here that far just to sit on the sidelines, getting his fresh crop of players coming out as well and trying to get them a little playing time. And like I mentioned earlier, though, Watson, they've only got 7 sophomores, so not a real bright future so far for North Delta. I'm sure some players will come and go here, and they'll find a few more here and there. So, but North Delta really senior-laden this year.
Wouldn't you love to know the conversation going on right now between Lester and Davis on the sideline?
I'm sure I can find out.
Woods Fuller on the carry for the Colonels. He's going to lose a couple. They'll mark it back at the 45, a 2-yard loss. Clock continues to run, 1:53 to go.
You know, Watson, you definitely hope that Lester and also T.K. Bolden, they both had a little injury bug tonight, and both of them got back in there immediately. You definitely hope neither one of those guys are hurt. Hey, you know, Sebastian Harris is our workhorse, but at the same time, those two guys help Sebastian Harris be as successful as he is, as they all kind of key off one another, and that really opens the field up for Harris.
3rd and 7, Colonels from the 45. Putnam fires left side, complete to Robertson, and he's going to work for the Greenville Motorsports first down. He'll have it at the Green Wave 48, first completion of Putnam's career.
First pass attempt, too. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. 1 for 1, man. He's batting 1,000 right now.
If I'm not mistaken, that may be the first reception for Spencer Robertson.
The only problem is he will not be the first Putnam in the record books here.
No.
For sure not on that.
7-yard completion. First and 10, Colonels. Under a minute to play. Putnam going to line his team up in victory formation.
There's the great Bobby Williamson combing the sidelines here tonight.
Colonels, I don't believe will have to snap it again. If the official plays his cards right. 38-8. Colonels win it big over the Green Wave, led 35-0 at the half. Only points coming in the third quarter, a 37-yard field goal, the first attempt of the year for William Barrier.